Well, it really started with Alfre Woodard, who is our protagonist character and plays Bernadine, the prison warden. And my amazing producer, Bronwyn Cornelius, and I approached Alfre about 2 years before we went into pre-production. And I knew that this was going to be a very challenging role because of how emotionally contained the character is. And as soon as Alfre's name came up, there was nobody else who really could embody this character. And so we sent Alfre the script and she read it and immediately attached herself to it. And then we needed to think about who was going to play Anthony, the man on death row who Bernadine is systematically preparing for his execution. And once again, my phenomenal producer Bronwyn brought up Aldous Hodge, and everything clicked and felt right. I was a huge fan of his work on Underground, and one of the things that immediately made me want to cast him was that he can hold a scene without saying a word. That I usually cast for eyes, and this film is so, see, let me not gas him up too much. But this film is just so contingent upon what the characters communicate through their eyes. And so everybody here was able to do that. Wendell was actually attached before we attached Alfre. And so, I don't know, like maybe 3 years before. But the way that Wendell and Alfre relate to each other in the film, it's so natural and it feels like such a lived-in relationship. And with Richard Schiff, I mean, Richard reminds me of many of the lawyers I interviewed in this film. And it just was so natural. And of course, he's a brilliant actor, as is Danielle. And so everybody responded to the script, this is why they attached themselves to this project.
There was such a specificity to the intent of this project and how special it was and how important it was that we all came to it, I think, for similar reasons, you know, just to be vessels. And that's sort of the synergy I think I connected with individually, you know, and everybody with. In terms of building our relationships, a lot of it was formulated based off of respect, but then the intent of trying to get this thing done in the best way possible because we came to it with passion, you know. Me and Wendell, we knew each other previously before this project. Oddly enough, you and I knew each other previously before this project. We met at the SAG Awards a few years ago on the dance floor. She was trying to show out. You know what I'm saying?
You
all right.
showing out.
Yeah, she was trying to show out. I don't know if she remember that, but this was our very first time meeting, and when she told me who was playing Marty, I was like, I was excited because, big fan of everybody's work, but I think that because everybody had the right mindset, then we were able to connect personally, which we then were able to bring on the screen, and especially, when you have Miss Alfre Woodard, who is she's an open and giving actress and a giving leader, it kind of makes everything else, you just follow the path, you follow suit.
It's funny because I've been thinking all day as really getting to know everyone. Like Wendell and I have been Twitter fans of each other. Never met before. I've been a fan of his work forever. And from Orange and the New Black, as the New Black, so many wonderful actors. But when you're doing a film, all my scenes were with Aldous or with Alfre. And I knew because Chinonye is such a wonderful director, right from the first moment you step on set, you knew that. Actually, from the first time I sat down in the cafe in Los Feliz, I knew that. So working together was fantastic, but I didn't work with everybody. And today, I feel like I'm working with everybody. Yeah, and now I feel the ensemble that Chinonye created with these amazing people. And it's like, okay, let's now do this on the road as a play, because now we're a real ensemble. I mean, there's so much love here and so much respect, and the eloquence with which these amazing people talk about their work and the purpose behind this movie and the cause outside of ourselves. It's so moving to me, and I can't be more grateful for being involved in this project.